Good afternoon, everyone. We are live at the Lane Stark Tennis Center. Crack Racquets CrossCourt cast. Big time matchup here in the NEC Conference. Host Binghamton going against Stonehill College. Binghamton recently was host to a CrossCourt cast by Crack Racquets just recently, so we're very excited to have our second match that we're broadcasting here from this wonderful facility, one of the few schools out in the Northeast that has their own indoor facility on campus. Taking a look at number one doubles here. On the near side, Stonehill College. On the far side, Binghamton Bearcats. Serving for Stonehill is Beltran, her partner Holt. And on the far side in Binghamton, Lopez on the deuce, Casaday on the ad. Like to see that teamwork from the young ladies, giving each other positive affirmations, win or lose. Binghamton Bearcats, coached by first-year Paul Caceres. It's a great return there. A lot of depth by Lopez. Stonehill College, coached by Lynn Smith in her fifth year. That's a great serve into the body. Apologize, we're deep into the game. We'll get the score bug up to date for you. That's a hole for Stonehill. They go one love in the beginning. Let's go over to court number 3. We have Warren and Remillard for Stonehill against Villas and Como for Binghamton. And that's a hold for the Stonehill Skyhawks at number 3. Stonehill small school in the middle of the state, Easton, Massachusetts. Only 2,600. Very strong business and health sciences. What a academic motivated team they have. Almost a 3.8 collective team GPA. So these young ladies play their tennis but also do their homework. because we're in the beginning of conference play, this is going to be the first conference match for both of these foes. Good serve that goes wide. Returning for Stonehill. Warren on the deuce and Remillard on the ad. Oh, what a shot up the line. Remillard read the coverage, threads the needle. Via serving. And that's 2 times in a row. She takes off a little early, and she says, oh, my God, because she knows a little bit of a rookie mistake there. She's smiling. You can't take off that early or the returner is going to read it. 2 rips up the line. I love the up-the-line play, though. Early in the match, you need to test the net player, but also send the message, possibly now freezing Como from further moving. All, as you can see. Some teams choose to do some overt signaling behind the back, but there's also sometimes small little conversations with hands over the mouth. Goodness, a couple of miscues here so far from Binghamton, trying to get the coverage and the poach timing together. They're facing a break point now. Let's see what they choose to do. Vias serving in a near court. Como, her partner at the net. And that goes long. Not sure if she was late on that return or she was trying to go line again. But that'll bring us to a deciding point here at number 3. Apologies here. We have a little bit of a challenge with that camera. We're going to go back to 1. We know Stonehill held. Just long. That's not the last time we're going to see that play. Holt loves to play the chip and charge with her forehand. They have a deciding point. Gets the serve in and gets the hold. Binghamton ties it up 1-all. There's a good look at Coach Paul Caceres there. We're going to shift over to court number 2 now. Introduce that court. Again, Binghamton in the dark. Stonehill in the purple. It appears that they have just completed the game, so It's 2-1 and Stonehill is ahead. We're going to shift back to court number 1. One all here. Holt serving on the far side. Great serve there. Cassidy not able to make the return. Lopez on the deuce, Cassidy on the ad here for Binghamton. Holt serving with her partner, Beltran at the net. She's fired up. Always curious to see which formations they run. It is common to play both back in the early stages with new balls. Try to diffuse an effective poacher. And here comes Holt. Keeping that chip low this time. Effective way to play. It's just great to see that the team is looking to be a team at the net within a matter of shots. That misses the mark. Stonehill holds. On serve at number 1 doubles. We got to go back to 2. Let's check in. For Stonehill, Shabraya and Shawcross. For Binghamton, Yaros and Castellano. Stonehill on the near side. Good communication, but giving up ground on the high ball got her in trouble. She needs to take that ball on the rise, giving the net team too much time and opportunity to close. 30 all here. Stonehill up 2-1 on serve. Binghamton serving 1-2, 30 all. That's the right idea. Angle of the racket face a little open. That flies long. Shabraya not happy. She knows that was an opportunity to give her team 2 break points. 40-30 Binghamton. Big serve. Getting through on the court. That's a hold at number 2. Tied up 2 all. That's a big rip from Shawcross. She is bringing the gas. I like how she's looking to come forward and get inside the court. even if you choose to stay back. In doubles, taking time away is always effective. 15-love Stonehill. That carries long. Shawcross serving. Yaros receiving on the deuce side for Binghamton, top of your screen. Her partner Castellano. Great serve, awesome doubles location. That slice body serve is difficult for players to take the inside out backhand. As you can see, Yaros is shadowing it right now. Sometimes it might be better early in the match just to pull it to get it in play until you get your bearings. We're going I formation here. Shabria down in the eye. Shabria, excuse me, down in the eye. That's a hole for Stonehill. They keep their nose out in front 3-2 at position 2. We'll go back down to doubles 3. We'll go back to 1. Game point Binghamton here at number 1. Oh my goodness. Holt comes firing in there with the chip and charge play, but they call her bluff, come at her with some heat. She's a little off with her ready position and not able to make the volley save. Binghamton holds. We're at 2-all on serve at number 1 doubles. Now Beltran serving. That's well played. She had to double check. Yeah, it was definitely put away. That's the 1-2 punch, the volleyball mentality. Set her from the back, spike her up front. Two all. Oh my gosh, the hustle! The hustle! Beltran showed some speed there. Stayed with it, looked like that point might have been over. Volley bounced up just high enough for her to get there. Love the determination and willingness to get that ball. Pays dividends now. And they're ahead 30-love here. Double fault. Much more of a low slice serve she has, not a kick that might have a little bit more net clearance and safety. So those are going to be very effective second serves, but on occasion might miss the mark slightly like it did there. Good serve there. And with Holt looking to move so often, creates some pressure on the returners. Great down the middle. Splits the defense. Great shot. Everyone says it. It solves the riddle. It most certainly is a fair statement in doubles. 40-30 Stonehill. She was starting her toss, so technically she should probably get 2 serves because she was starting her toss, but doesn't look like she's going to get them. Definitely keeping that serve down. That's a hole. Binghamton 3-2. Ahead at court 1. Let's go back to second doubles. And it's 3-all. We have a battle. Early season conference play in the NEC conference. Running the I formation here. Stonehill looking to use quite more gimmicks than Binghamton so far. But the gimmicks don't work when you double fault. Doesn't matter. Somehow, some way, you run the play. You need to get that serve in so you can use your partner. Love 30. Key moments here at number 2. Oh, it was wide open. It was there. She knows it. Not able to take care of the business. Shawcross had it right on her racket. Let the volley drop too low. Most certainly when the baseliner gives up court position, it can spring the volleyer into action. Stonehill needs to figure out how to stay in this game. Love 40. Binghamton licking their chops. And that double fault gives them the break. Going back to 1. That happens every now and then in doubles where, based on formation, you get 2 players ripping up the line and 2 other players just watching it. Not always the traditional script of a doubles point, but it is an adaptation. Binghamton on serve here, 2-3, up 15 love, and now they're integrating the I formation for the first time. Great move. Nice job covering. Holt plays the chip. Forehand and it stays in. And now she's looking to get involved and takes that. Great move. Anything in the middle is her ball. We apologize. We haven't gone down the doubles 3 in a little while. Having a little bit of a camera issue there. Hopefully we get it resolved soon. Going to focus on 1 and 2 in the meantime. Beltran tries to integrate the chip like Holt. Maybe not as well versed in the same shot. The bunt lob's a good play sometimes. Just didn't find the mark. Binghamton 30-15. Big time serve, bringing the gas. Let's go. Right now, at that position. Binghamton holds a 3-2 lead. We'll keep an eye on third doubles, keep you posted. Great serve. 3-all with the hole. Lopez holds. Casade comes over, gives her some love. Team's getting pumped up. My hand's almost stinging from all these hand slaps. 3-all. Holt to serve. Great hands. I'm loving this. Anything that can be hit through the middle is hit through the middle. Great return, low chip. And what great hands Beltran is figuring out is that when Holt's slice stays low, people have to hit up on it, and that becomes a poachable ball. Great teamwork there, understanding from playing with your partner for a while how you work together. Lopez can't get it over. 30 love, Stonehill. Just wide, official agrees. Oh, she goes for the overhead there. That was tough. She's about a step too far away from it. And that deep in the court, if you go straight down, you might miss into the net. It's a big moment here. 3-all, 30-all. That misses long. I'd like to see Casade put some more pressure on Holt and move a bit. When you know she's going to play the chip forehand, that should spring the net player into action. There should be a little bit more pressure, I feel, whenever Holt's getting ready to hit that chip. May not be the easiest ball to volley at times, but she should feel some more pressure with choosing not to come over it. 30-40. That is put away. First serve. And an exclamation point from Beltran. So, deciding point here. 3-all. Deuce. That goes wide. And I think Casade heard me. She's looked to try to make a move off of Holt's chip. It was just a little bit too high for her. She makes the volley anyway, and they get the break. Binghamton 4-3. And we're back to court 2. Binghamton also up 4-2 at number 3. Doubles. We're tied at 4-all here. Shaw, Cross, and Chabrier. Freshman here on the near side for Stonehill. This is a big moment. She has to relax, take a deep breath. Showing her disgust right now, but the team needs her. Freshmen are in a big moment here together. They have to work it out. 15-40. No, excuse me, 30-all after the double fumble. Free point gives them a 40-30. And you have to love the spirit. Both of these young ladies are supporting one another. Key part of doubles. But when you do that, it's the kiss of doubles death. First serve percentage, paramount. This game is now back to a deciding point. She's taken the deep breath to reset. Let's see if she can right the ship and get the first serve in. She makes the first serve. Shabria misjudges the volley, goes back on a negative angle, not able to close it down. They know that was an opportunity lost. 5-4 Binghamton at number 2. Going back to 1. Binghamton up here, also up at 3, so Binghamton has a great opportunity now to get the doubles point done. Stonehill's trying to fight back. Beltran and Holt not letting this position go. 15-40. Casaday serving on the far side. Makes the first serve, gets the free point. She comes in with the chip, and in that instance, she took it early enough and kept it low so it was firm. It wasn't floating and not as easy to knock off. Stonehill breaks back. 4-all. Back over to 2. Key moments. Jaros and Castellano in position to try to serve this one out. Jaros here serving 15-30, 5-4. Crunch time at number 2. Volley misses the mark, and now 3 break points for Stonehill to get back on serve. They broke back at 1, opportunity to break back at 2. Oh, it was just long. That is tough. It was on a racket, not able to take care of that high volley. Stonehill breaks back. Binghamton with opportunities. And we are still in this doubles point fighting. Back to 1. Stonehill now. Beltran serving 40-15. Great move. Wow. It's like whoever gets the game point first is struggling to seal the deal. Binghamton fights back, gets it to even. Deciding point, which way are we going to go? Looks like they're going to serve to Lopez. So Beltran takes her time. Here comes the delivery. And Holt crosses and spikes it down. That puts Stonehill up 5-4 at number 1. Back over to 2. Gets through. Castellano fighting, hustling, competing. Shabria on the far side serving. Shaw cross at the net, her partner. Receiving here for the Bearcats on the ad side. Castellano. What a backhand swing volley. Jaros. Again, Jaros 5'9". She's tall. She came across on that one and crushed it. 30-0. Binghamton was able here on the left of your screen to take care of business at third doubles. So now Binghamton only needs one of these 2 positions to get the doubles point here at home. That's a hold. Stonehill, 6-5 at number 2. Binghamton wins 6-3 at 3. And they're in a dogfight in these last 2 positions. Stonehill up 5-4. But Binghamton serving 30 love. Doubles points going down to the wire. Just the way we like it. Another big serve from Lopez. Another free point. Balls transfer over. We're at 5-all at number 1 doubles. We're going to keep seesawing back and forth between 1 and 2 until we get a resolution for this point. Switch back over to 2. Again, Binghamton with the win at 3, so Stonehill has to win both of the remaining doubles matches for the doubles point. Double fault. Boy, we've had some challenges with getting the first serve in at 2 doubles on both teams. Critical time now. Even if you have to take the speed down, find something that you can make so you can create a strategy and a tactical plan. It's hard to have a plan without execution. 5-6. Having a couple challenges. We will be resetting these cameras so we can have some better viewer quality. Stick with us, folks. We'll plan to get this better for all the fans tuning in at home. Appreciate all your support. Opportunity for Stonehill to now take second doubles. And that is going to do it. That's tough. Double faults were the story here at number 2 doubles. Stonehill, 7-5. So 6-3 for Binghamton at 3, 7-5 for Stonehill at 2. It comes down to this. Number 1 doubles, pressure performance. Who wants this? Who can get it done? So 5-all the top of our screen. Stonehill serving. It is Holt. The server, Beltran, our partner, on the near side. Lopez receiving in the deuce. Casade receiving in the ad. 40-30 Stonehill, 5-all, nitty gritty. And that slice forehand has been effective. I was told it was a nasty shot. Holt has made me a believer. 6-5 Stonehill. It's not a long rivalry between these two schools. Stonehill, fairly new to the conference. Pretty substantial shift moving from a Division II program to a Division I program.
Go, Sky. Go, Hawks.
Coach Paul Caceres by himself today working. There was a possibility that the legend Charlie Ellis was going to be able to help. He's not feeling well, so Charlie, if you're tuning in, hopefully your health improves and you feel better. Big part of the Binghamton family, Charlie Ellis, stalwart on the men's side. Love 15. Stonehill's bouncing. I appreciate what Holt was trying to do. She hit the chip, and then she was trying to follow it and make a cut move. The timing was just a little off. She chipped it. It didn't stay down. It floated. It gave Casade just enough time to get around it. It was a courageous move, and typically fortune favors the bold. Just didn't pay off that time. 15 all. Awesome. Love the touch, the guts, the willingness to come forward. Casade with the low forehand volley back through the middle. Textbook doubles there. Binghamton hanging tough amongst the pressure, trying to push this to a deciding tiebreak at one doubles. That's in there. Good presence of mind to play the lob there because Holt likes to get in and then get in tight. So she chips, she gets in, she splits her weights forward. She's ready to pounce. That's in there. That goes over. It's a smart choice to try to keep Holt more neutral and on her toes. Well played by Binghamton there, and now 40-15. Casade and Lopez to push this to a tiebreak. Big time rip. Haven't heard Beltran's name in a little while. Well, we just heard it there. Forehand heard round court number one. Big time return at a key moment. 40-30. Oh, there. What a battle. Great point. Lopez looking for the shots, taking the shots, trying to get active. Well, this is what they come to see. down to the last match on, and we're going to play a tiebreaker for it. Wouldn't want it any other way. Early season NEC conference. That helps. Coach Lynn Smith giving her charges the information that they need. Well, you know what? Holt's return was actually not hit that well. It was actually under hit, and because of that, it was difficult for Casaday to put it away. So it dropped, and she couldn't get enough on it. That gave the control back to Stonehill. 2-0 Stonehill. Oh, wow. Now another opportunity was on Lopez's racket. She couldn't get enough on the backhand volley, and Holt steps up and takes care of it. Couple little things don't go Binghamton's way, and now Stonehill with a 3-love lead serving. Great serve. Live arm, lots of racket head speed on that serve. Great choice getting it into the body. 4-love Stonehill. Watt's serve gave her a perfect opportunity and took her eye off of it. The overhead goes long. Binghamton strikes finally on the scoreboard in this breaker at 1-4. As you see to the right, typical last match on atmosphere. The teams are on the center line cheering. I formation serving to Holt. They try to move in there. Holt just is daring them because she chips so often on the forehand. It's a natural forehand volley feel for her, so she can move through the court from deeper than maybe most might and play good volleys because of the extra practice that she gets with that tactic. 5-1 Stonehill, commanding lead now in this deciding match at #1 doubles. Again, cross-court cast on Crack Rackets, Lane Stark Tennis Center. Coach Mark Bey here bringing this action to you. Binghamton, the host team, won at #3 doubles. Stonehill won at #2, and this is the decider. Lopez and Casaday now. Backs against the wall, serving 1-5. And That helps. Every little point helps. You need some positive momentum. It's not over. You keep playing every point to the best of your ability till it's time to shake hands. Let's see. Got caught on the return. A little bit too big of a wind up there. Always nice to try to move forward and take that return early. She gets jammed, sprays it wide. 4 match points for Stonehill. And that's going to do it. A lot of activity, a lot of volleys, a ton of courage. Stonehill gets over the line, strikes first blood in this match. They lead 1-love on our cross-court cast and Crack Rackets. We'll be back in a moment with the singles. It's time for singles. Binghamton taking on Stonehill. Stonehill able to get through some close doubles matches at positions 1 and 2 to get the doubles point. So now Binghamton, the home team at the Lane Star Tennis Center, will have to go for the hard way for a victory in this early NEC conference battle. Stonehill only needing 3 now. We're going to start going down the line, introduce you to the different singles matches, singles players, and start looking at what types of game styles and contrasts are blending together and how we can find our way to 4 points for one of these teams. Checking in at number 1, we have Julie Holt, sophomore from Norway. Off to a good start so far this season, 6-2. She definitely is a bit of a game style matchup challenge for many because she plays a lot different. It's a different rhythm, mixing chips and slicing and also dashing into the net. She's taking on Lauren Como, a junior from New York. Holt to start, and now Como serving. 15-love 0-1. There's a double fault. Seen some challenge so far between singles and, from doubles, and now carrying into this singles match. It goes without saying, but making that first serve takes a lot more pressure off of you and gives you a better chance of getting into a rhythm off the ground. That's a tough one. And also, after missing a few serves, you have Como in a scenario where she wants to just get into a rally and have a rhythm, and I'm not sure she's going to get much rhythm unless it's a backhand-to-backhand rally with Holt. There she had to go north-south a few times. Didn't look like she wanted to be there. Ends up missing the backhand volley. So now she is facing 3 break points because we are playing no ad scoring in college tennis. So 3 opportunities for Stonehill to go up 2-love at #1 singles. 15-40. She's not a happy camper, and it's not that she isn't taking her time, because she's taking her time. Just contacting the toss a little bit low. By the time it gets back down to her, she's not getting the extension. So that's a double fault and some disgust. She will have to regroup right now. Julie Holt off to a 2-love lead at #1. That's the story. Let's move on to #2 singles. #2, Madison Warren on the far side. Sophomore from Frederick, Maryland. 4-4 on the season. Taking on just long. Taking on Clara Lopez on the near side. Lopez, the freshman from Spain. Big hitter, so we definitely will see some offense and defense in this match. Lopez not afraid to be aggressive, and Warren, no stranger to running some balls down. So on the medium fast courts here at the Lane Stark Tennis Center, will that bode in Lopez's favor? So far, Warren up 2-love. Oh, that fell over. Always a tough situation right after you lose a heartbreaking doubles match to get your mind in the frame of in the place, if you will, you can go out and play your singles. Have to reset emotionally, get a little bit of a pep talk from the coach, and battle for your teammates. But so far, my goodness, Binghamton has not been able to get the points started here. They are playing without a couple of players, a little banged up. Arouge and Pereira both injured. My Spanish isn't very good, but I think that means come on. Warren is happily going to take it. Take all of the free points that are given to try to step up and take a 2-break lead here at number 2. Warren's 4-4 on the year. Oh, called wide, and the official agrees. That was a big moment there. That's why we have officiating in college tennis. We're going to check in on court 3. We'll shift over to 4. Now we're checking in on 4. Samantha Yaros on the far side, battling against Annalise Beltran on the near side. Yaros off to a quick 3-love 1-break lead here at this position. Definitely the type of positive boost Binghamton needs after losing that doubles point. It's nice to see someone advancing that score in a positive manner. Beltran Jr. from Mexico City, Mexico. Yaros, sophomore from Marlboro, New York. Yaros pushing Beltran back, and in that instance, she probably should have gone back cross court. Tennis is full of decisions. There's so many balls. It's hard to gauge even how many tennis balls one hits in a match, but each ball is a decision and a choice you have to make, bound by court position, speed, geometry. So many little things going on in tennis. A lot to manage as an individual. That serves off the mark. I think that was called good. And that's been the story. It's been some challenge across the board with the serve percentage and the second serve execution for Binghamton. Obviously, in a match like this, Stonehill needs 3. Binghamton needs to win 4. And with both teams so closely matched, it makes it harder for Binghamton to pull it off if they don't start getting some first sets on the board. There's the backhand. Oh my goodness. I don't like to be a bearer of bad news or create a jinx, but we have to find a way now to collect us. I agree. That little action that she did, thinking about just spinning it in. I think it's not just mechanics sometimes with the serving. It's also just a mentality. A 70% serve percentage will get you 7 to 8 free points a match if you just allow yourself to have them. And look at that. Yaros, she hears me. She has some earbuds in. She spins it in, gives herself a corrective, and gets to the game. We're going to move over to court number... Oh, Yaros is up 5-love now in this position, and we're going to go over to court number 5. We'll come back to this one in a moment. We'll go over to 3. And Binghamton, Casade, coming off of that #1 doubles, and she is making some noise. Casade, the senior from Italy, playing against Lila Shawcross, freshman from Prospect, Kentucky. Shawcross moved up. She was lower in the lineup, but she's 7-1 so far and has earned the opportunity to play higher in the lineup. Need to get something from her bag. Coach Lynn Smith in her 5th year. Says it's such a pleasure to work with these young women. She feels that she's been able to create more of a Division I culture here with players playing a lot more focused year-round. Both of these teams have some balance with American players and international players. It's been a challenge this afternoon. Only takes 4 points to win a game. And most games so far that we've watched have had a double fault free point involved. That's well played. Came up, used a nice underspin backhand to the corner, held her position, able to make the backhand volley and the overhead combination. Casade showing some all-court tennis and some experience here. And she's getting pumped up. Shawcross knows she had an opportunity with that overhead. Sometimes the overhead, though, if the lob has topspin on it, it drops a little bit quicker than expected. And that's what happened there. Casade goes up 5-2 at number 3. Back over to 1. We left Lauren Como Down 0-2, struggling, and now she's going underhand serve instead of serving. So she's gotten to the point where she's mixing the underhand serve in addition.
Lauren Como
Down 0-2, struggling, and now she's going underhand serve instead of serving. And she steps up and rips the backhand winner. Let's see if it was just for that side, if she's actually keeping up with it. Oh my gosh, she's keeping up with it. That's going to be a tricky choice, though, because Holt transitions a lot and loves the slice forehand. So an underhand serve might disrupt the first shot of many, but probably wouldn't bother Julie Holt at all.
Put the ball in the box, Jesus. Not the fucking yard.
Well, opportunity for Como to get her first game, or for Holt to put the first set on the board. Stonehill only needs 6 sets now to win this contest. Oh dear. This has been tough. She most certainly knows that that set is not indicative of what she's capable of. She's trying to laugh it off. She's not happy, probably partially embarrassed, but that's the beauty of tennis. You have opportunity to come back. We're going to go to court number 2. Warren, who is off to a 3-love start in this match. Now we see Lopez fighting back. Lopez 2-4. Binghamton's 1-2 on the year right now. Their only win came against Rochester Institute of Technology. Just their 4th match on this young season. Oh, right there. Had a good look at that one. Released on the backhand volley a bit early. Missed the mark. Preseason, Binghamton was slated to be the 5 team in this conference, and Stonehill 7. But right now, I'll tell you, Coach Lynn Smith has her team looking strong and most certainly in the driver's seat to try to take this match today. Great passing shot. Definitely getting pumped up. Lopez, vocal, passionate, aggressive, but down in the score. Warren now has to think about it a bit. Does she want to keep extending the points and rallying longer. She want to try to get a little bit more aggressive against Lopez. Probably a decision for her and Coach Lynn Smith to talk about as they move through this. Cross-court roll misses the mark. Definitely looks like she's trying to get it out of the strike zone to Lopez, who's a good ball striker. But that cross-court roll missed the mark. Oh, good defense. She guessed right. Great inside out forehand. Then on the inside in, you're giving up a lot of court space to try to cover. Oh, good defense. Key moments here in this match in court two. Again, I just don't have the Spanish, but I'm going to say that meant you need to be consistent and stop going for too much. That's going to be my guess. Anyone that speaks Spanish can tell me later. Just wide. Couple of those forehands. That's game for Lopez. So Warren leads 5-2 in the first set. Let's go down to court 6. For Stonehill, making her debut this season. Been a little bit under the weather. Camila Zuliaga, the junior from Medellin, Colombia, on the near side. Taking on Kayla Castellano, freshman from Garden City, New York.
We go Hill.
That's a good ball. Having some difficulties here at this image, so we're going to switch. We're going to take you over to court number 5. Check in there. Court 5, first set now. Goes to Alice Brito de Arroyo, sophomore from Portugal. Let's just talk about where we stand right now. We know Stonehill won the doubles point. So they're at 1-love. At number 1 singles, we have Holt up a set for Stonehill. At number 2, we have Warren up 5-2. Number 3, first set goes to Binghamton, Casa de. Number 4, Jaros over Beltran, 6-love, 1-love. Number 5, Brito Del Rio, 6-2-1-0. And number 6, Camila Zuliaga up 5-2. So currently Stonehill's leading 4 matches, and Binghamton is leading at positions 3 and 4. Stonehill 1, 2, 5, and 6, and Binghamton leading at 3 and 4. That's our current story. We're back on court number 2. Oh, a serve volley from Warren. Little changeup. Didn't work for her, but I appreciate the idea of 5-2 there. Trying to make something happen. Set points for Warren. Oh, it's in. Lopez on the run. Warren made a really difficult half volley. She comes on the serving volley. Look at the half volley feel, but on the dead run with the continental push up the line on the line. Lopez. So it's 5-3 now. Oh, I'm sorry. That was actually that was a set point there. Yeah, most certainly. It's the first point now of the 3-5 game. Well, Lopez serving 3-5, 15-love. That's going way long. She just hasn't been able to find her range so far. She's had some up and down with that weapon. The forehand is the big shot for her. It's going to be about the Lopez forehand versus the speed of Warren in this matchup. So far, Warren's getting the better of it. Warren, who typically is playing a little bit more of a counter-punching style, tried to come forward there to close out the set. Wasn't able to get it done. Will she stay within the lateral frame, or will she still try to sneak in here and there? We have to stay tuned at number 2 to see what happens on that. Just long. And it's so funny. She says just long. Obviously, whether it's 1 inch or 2 feet, it's no pacifying feel good for it. It is a double fault still, regardless. No concession for how small or how long. I always remember as a player when people would say that to me. It didn't make me feel better. That's tough. Running around to hit the forehand is common. It's just the way people play nowadays, but it still is a challenging geometric choice to go inside in with that forehand, especially if you're jammed like Lopez was on that one. That one should have been a cross-court choice. Lopez definitely getting her range now on that weapon, pushing Warren side to side. Clearly, Warren's speed on display. She got all of those balls until the very last one. Now Lopez getting some confidence, and Warren knowing that she's had a chance to close this set out. Action heating up at number 2. That's a big forehand, very heavy. And Coach Lynn Smith gives her a pound. That is going to be the first set for Stonehill at number 2. Let's shift back over to number 1. And we can see that it is 8-0 to Holt. Holt, that's a tough one. I would love to see what the actual topspin ground stroke looks like from Holt when she's deep in the court. I feel with the chip forehand, you want to take it early and you want to go forward hitting it. Coach Lynn's laughing. She's got a good attitude about it. Great demeanor. Had a wonderful chat with her talking about this team. She says her team is a pleasure to work with. And again, every day at the end of practice, they always say thank you to the coach. Speaks to the character and the integrity of those young women. That goes long. It's tough. When you're in Como's position and you haven't played well and you're on the back end of the score, at some point I think you have to emotionally disconnect from the score and just one point at a time start trying to play better. And that makes sense to me, for sure. Coming in, putting some pressure, because if you approach to the whole forehand, you're probably going to get a lob or a high volley. So. And that makes sense to me. A ray of hope for her, trying to make some adjustments in the second set by more net appearances. It's just tough when that beginning of the point, winning the collision of the serve and return is the first place. In the trenches, you win a tennis match. And most certainly Holt, with her serve percentage versus Como's, it's been a big, big plus for Holt in that category. That's going to go long. Opportunity for a first game. And now we have a deciding point. This could get her on the board, possibly offer a little bit of a positive spark, or it could just keep the train rolling in Holt's direction with a 9-0 lead. And there it is. She has it. Not, oh my goodness, not able to cash in on that. That's the right play to approach through the backhand and take the floater. It's all Holt here at number one singles. Back down to 6, clearly. Stonehill dominating at positions 1. And this is the second position that they're already up a set and a break in. It's a great shot. Camila Zuliaga from Colombia. Taking on Castellano. Castellano, Garden City, New York. Playing defense, but Zuliaga's forehand has been on point today. That's tough. Another double fault here. Castellano has to get it going. Castellano's father, incidentally, top jockey in the horse racing space with big wins in 2023. As a little boy, I used to go to the racetrack with my grandma. I can remember those days. Well, if she wants to get it going in this match, she needs to giddy up right away, because Zuliaga is up a set and a break and trying to push it to a set and 3-0. Testing her patience with the high, heavy rolls. Definitely seems to be effective. It almost sounds like they're the North Carolina Tar Heels, because typically North Carolina would say, here we go heels, but they're saying, here we go hill, as in Stonehill. The actual team mascot is a Skyhawk, but I think they like using hill. It's probably a lot shorter than here we go Skyhawks. Just long, and that is exactly what Stonehill wants. They're in a race to 3. If they can put 3 matches on the board and they close down this contest, Zuliaga up 6-2, 3-love. Let's go back. Check in. Looks like there's been a momentum shift at position 3. Casadei goes up 6-2. Shawcross asks for a bathroom break, goes and collects herself, comes back now, and is storming to a 3-love lead in the second. The freshman, who's been 7-1 on the season, only lost 1 time, moved up in the lineup from Prospect, Kentucky. Doesn't see herself on the losing end of a set too often, so she has now made a statement here in this second set. See how Casadei responds. Opportunity for her to pull that forehand and step up and dictate. Just got a little close. That's a good ball. Shawcross sometimes is hitting that backhand without getting her legs under it. So deep in the court, that's going to be difficult to get some depth. What a point. Great job. Patience, discipline, battling, pushing one another. Only missed by a hair there. That was good, solid ground stroke play from both players. Great tennis. Most certainly deserving of that come on. Big forehands, offense looking to come forward, makes the backhand volley, which for some is not easy, and puts the forehand volley away. Casade showing why she was able to win that first set, and definitely one of the strongest players on this Binghamton team. Binghamton Bearcats are our host. One of the best indoor facilities in the Northeast, Lane Stark Tennis Center. Shawcross gets up to that one, almost lets it drop too low, but takes care of it. Gets it done inside out with the forehand winner. That goes long. Here in the fifth game. Key moments in this match. Again, Stonehill is in position where this is the type of match that could end up abandoned. unless Binghamton comes all the way back around. Let's take a quick peek down here. Position 5. Alice Brito do Rio, sophomore from Portugal on the far side. On the near side, Nita Vias. Vias is from Fairfield, New Jersey, sophomore. Again, like some of her teammates, backs against the wall, down a set. And 4-2 here. So number 1 closing in, number 6 closing in, number 5 closing in. Stonehill has an opportunity and a pathway to get to 4 points. And that ball is called long. Brito Rio trying to hit the high heavy to push Vias back. Oh, that's a great point. Vias making a statement. Brito Rio moving the ball around well and considering sneaking a bit now to try to close. Coach Lynn Smith trying to get her players to develop more into all-court players in all positions. We know Brito Rio would love to stay back and grind. Unfortunately, that's where she's going to roll her eyes at Coach because she came in and didn't win the point, and now in a set and 4-2 lead, she's down in her service game. Thanks, Coach, for helping me out. Obviously, I'm sure that's both the positive and the tricky side of coaching. You give some players some ideas, and it works out perfectly sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't. And obviously the players have to trust the coach and believe in what the message is. And that forehand also misses the mark. Gives us a good idea of what's going on here. We'll keep an eye on what's happening at number 1 singles because we need to get over there. Julie Holt from Norway. Up a set and 5 love and 30 love. What a dominant performance by this young lady. She has a great backhand, but we haven't seen much of it because it's been all about her hustle, the continental forehand, and Como struggling a little bit with first serve percentage and ground stroke unforced errors. An underhand serve again. And Holt misses it. I have to say, it's a very good underhand serve, mind you. Being able to throw that in intermittently like she's doing and keep it low is impressive. And that, unfortunately, has been the story all day. Kumo having some opportunities, most certainly in position to do a lot more damage this match, just did not have her day. Congratulations to Julie Holt from Norway. We're going to go down to 6. Stonehill closing in on trying to get 4 points. We have Zuli Aga here up a set in 5-0. So she's 1 game away.
Go Hill.
Mishit it. Wasn't able to get enough on that. It's tricky. Sometimes when you're trying to hit the high roll, you decelerate your racket, and that's what happened to her there. You need to keep accelerating your racket because it puts even more spin on the ball. It makes it bounce even higher. It makes it nastier for your opponent to take it on the rise and retrieve it. So Castellano with an opportunity to get on the board here in the second. Zuliaga taking her time, as she should. And that misses the mark. So she will just flush that game because she can look at the scoreboard and pay very close attention to the fact that she still is only 1 game away. Just like a stack of bowling pins, reset, back to work. That gives her a love 15 lead, and we are close to the finish line at 5 and at 6. Stonehill looking strong in position. And at the same time, Shawcross is up 5-love in her second set, so the only first sets for Binghamton are Yaros and Casade.
Here we go, Hill.
Oh, it drops over. Three match points. Suliaga, opportunity to close out Castellano right here. Not up. And that's going to do it. Game, set, match. Camila Zuliaga making her debut this season. She's got to be all smiles. Then on the bench for different health reasons and able to take the court and give the team a big lift. 3-love Stonehill, and now opportunity for the young woman from Portugal, the sophomore, Alice Brito Del Rio. Shot called long. It's 30-40. And that backhand attempt at a high heavy roll carries long. Great opportunity here for Binghamton to get a point on the board. Samantha Yaros, the sophomore from Marlboro, New York, has been on fire all day with the serve, ripping the backhands, holding her composure. She has been the bright spot for the Binghamton Bearcats today. Outstanding first set from Casadei as well, but that match is flipped. Shawcross has come roaring back to take the second set, 6-love. Three-love Stonehill. Bearcats with their backs against the wall. Need to win all the matches still remaining. That's a beautiful volley. Textbook. Beltran has every shot in the book. So far has not been her day. It's been a little bit too much Yaros. That's going to sail way long. Still battling here. Been some flips back and forth in some of the other matches. Again, Madison Warren won the first set 6-2, and Lopez is now up 4-1. Casadei 6-2, and then second set, Lila Shawcross 6-love. Opportunity for two different points though. Yaros now closing in on getting Binghamton's first point on the board, and Nitya Vias from Fairfield, New Jersey has the responsibility of keeping this dual match alive. She has to keep battling. Otherwise, Stonehill will take this. that's going to give us a team match point here. Oh, what a grind, what a battle, but she got there a little bit too late for the chip forehand. So, Alice Brito do Rio, the sophomore from Portugal, is the closer. She gets it done. She's a 4.0 student, and she showed that she has all the smarts and the brains to go with it. 4-3 on the season. Now she goes 5-3. Stonehill comes into the Lane Stark Tennis Center, gets the win. 4-love over Binghamton. Binghamton a little banged up with injuries to two key players, but most certainly fought hard, did what they could do. They had a shot at that doubles point. They weren't able to get it done. Stonehill, after that doubles point, went full steam ahead, getting wins at obviously number 2 doubles, followed by 1, and then wins at number 1 singles with Holt, number 6 singles with Zulaga, and then Brito do Rio to close the show. It is 4-love. Yaros was close to getting a win for Binghamton at number 4, not able to get it done, so it's going to go down as a 4-love victory for Stonehill. Much closer than that. It is an early NEC battle. Both of these teams will get tougher and get stronger throughout the course of the season. It has been our pleasure and a treat to bring this match to you. Apologize for a couple of the camera difficulties, but we were able to see all the key things that happened as this match unfolded. It's Mark Bey signing off here from your CrossCourt cast for Crack Racquets. Thank you again. See you next time.